Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I respect Miss Professor Dr. Sri Indah Nikensari, SI MSI, as a thesis advisor 1, and I respect Sir Diki Irianto, SI MSI, as a thesis advisor 2, and I respect chairperson and examiners. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Rika Vidiana Setiame, majoring in Economics Education, Faculty of Economic and Business, State University of Jakarta. Now, I would like to present my research finding entitled The Effect of Urbanization Level, Per Capita Income, and Carbon Emission on Renewable Energy Consumption in ASEAN 5 countries. Discussion is 5. 1. Introduction. 2. Literature review. 3. Research methods. 4. Result and discussion. And 5. Closing. The first, research background. Countries around the world are experiencing environmental problems, climate change, rising temperatures, and global warming due to the increasing use of fossil energy, which can threaten a country's economy. ASEAN economic growth is in line with energy consumption. As a result, energy demand in ASEAN is increasing by 3% annually and is the fourth largest energy consumer globally. ASEAN 5 has a fairly good growth rate of renewable energy consumption, although it is still in the low category because it is still very dependent on fossil energy, is 75%, and has not been fully utilized both in capacity and generation. The Institute for Essential Service Reform (EISR) revealed that by 2025, the share of renewable energy in ASEAN's total primary energy supply will only be 15.6%, far from the 23% target set previous with a potential of 17 terawatt. Next, the level of urbanization affects renewable energy consumption because it can encourage the expansion of industries. Urbanization rate in ASEAN tends to increase 20 and 23, reaching 52.3%. Level of urbanization in Malaysia is 79%, is highest, and Vietnam 39% is lowest. The level of urbanization increases renewable energy consumption because the central consumption area will be faster to implement environmentally friendly renewable energy technology innovation. Next, per capita income. High-income countries tend to shift more quickly to environmentally friendly renewable energy consumption because there is disposable income to spend on developing green technology. Next, carbon emission. Carbon emission are an indicator to assess environmental quality. The continuous increase in carbon emission hinders to increase to renewable energy consumption, so it is necessary to reduce emission to increase renewable energy consumption. Environmental quality issue, including climate change, rising temperature, and global warming, due to the continued increase in fossil fuel use each year. have become a major issue facing countries worldwide, including the ASEAN 5 countries. This has prompted governments to immediately take steps to address these issues by transforming from fossil fuel consumption to renewable energy consumption. Consumption of renewable energy can address environmental issues by reducing carbon emission through the Paris Agreement with a net zero emission target and realizing the 7 point of the Sustainable Development Goal (SDG), namely the available of affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy. As economic growth increases, ASEAN 5 must begin to mention environmental quality through the consumption of renewable energy so that environmental degradation can be reduced. The increase in renewable energy consumption is separable from the influence of urbanization level, per capita income, and carbon emission. Therefore, researchers are interested in conducting research on the effect of urbanization level, per capita income, and carbon emission on renewable energy consumption in ASEAN 5 countries. Next, research question. Does the level of urbanization affect renewable energy consumption in ASEAN 5 countries 2015 until 2023? 2. Does income per capita affect renewable energy consumption in ASEAN 5 countries in 2015 until 2023? 3. Does carbon emission affect renewable energy consumption in ASEAN 5 countries in 2015 until 2023? Next, research objectives. Analyzing the effect of urbanization level on renewable energy consumption in ASEAN 5 countries 2015 until 2023. Analyzing the effect of income per capita on renewable energy consumption in ASEAN 5 countries 2015 until 2023. Analyzing the effect of carbon emission on renewable energy consumption in ASEAN 5 countries 2015 until 2023. Next, benefits of research. Theoretical provide information about renewable energy consumption in ASEAN, especially the 5 Asian countries, namely Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, and the Philippines in 2015 until 2023. Provide knowledge and insight into the economic condition of ASEAN 5 countries, especially through renewable energy consumption and the factors that influencing it. Used as a reference for similar research in the future. Practical government as a means and direction, especially ASEAN 5 countries in making policies. Society as information for the public about the current state of energy consumption, especially renewable energy consumption in ASEAN 5 countries. Research provide additional insight, knowledge, and experience. Next, supporting theory. First, renewable energy demand theory. As Alfred Marshall in 1890. How consumers decide the amount of renewable energy they want to consume is determined by various economic and non-economic factors. Rapid urban population growth has increased year after year, accompanied by change in more modern lifestyle and improvement in infrastructure, resulting in increased energy demand, especially for renewable energy. Next, research Kuznets curve or RKC Kuznets in 1990. This theory was developed by Kuznets from the environmental Kuznets curve theory, which began to use in the 1990. The research Kuznets curve theory is research and energy economy that explain the inverse relationship between per capita income and energy consumption or natural resource exploitation. The RKC curve is U-shaped. This is similar to the perspective taken by Yao on the EKC and renewable energy consumption by proposing several hypotheses called the renewable energy environmental Kuznets curve. Next, externality theory, Arthur Cecil Pigou in 1920. Within Pigou's externality theory, carbon emission reflects social costs that are not internalized in energy price. However, carbon emission remain a signal of environmental pressure that can influence change in consumption behavior, including a shift toward renewable energy. Carbon emission are a form of negative externality. Carbon emission are an indicator of environmental pressure that triggers economic and social reaction in the form of change in consumption and encourage change in consumer behavior. Next, literature review, renewable energy consumption. Renewable energy consumption is an activity of using renewable energy sourced from nature that can be naturally renewed to meet daily needs factors that influence economic, social, and political. Next, urbanization rate. Urbanization rate is the percentage of population living in urban areas to the total population in country. Next, per capita income. Per capita income is an average income of the population of a country that is used to measure the level of public welfare. Next, carbon emission. Carbon emission is a process of releasing carbon gas into the atmosphere, especially in the form of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the Earth's atmosphere, which occurs naturally or artificially from human activities such as burning fossil energy. Next, previous research. This is table of previous research. Next, theoretical framework. Hypothesis 1, urbanization rate has a positive effect on renewable energy consumption in Asian 5 countries from 2015 until 2023. Hypothesis 2, per capita income has a positive effect on renewable energy consumption in Asian 5 countries 2015 until 2023. Hypothesis 3, carbon emission have a positive effect on renewable energy consumption in Asian 5 countries 25 and 23. Next, research method, unit of analysis population and sample. Method is quantitative method, research objective, renewable energy consumption per capita, urbanization rate, income per capita, and carbon emission. Time series date is 9 years. Cross-section 5 countries in ASEAN is 45 samples. Research subject 5 countries in ASEAN, including Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, and Philippines in 2015 until 2023. Data collection technique, secondary data was sourced from our World in Data and the World Bank, the supporters from reference book, journals, and browsing internet website. Next, operational definition of variables. Renewable energy consumption, the amount of primary energy from renewable energy source consumed per person in 1 year, calculated in a 1 year, calculated using the substitution method and measured in kilowatt hours per person. Urbanization, percentage of urban population out of total population. Urban population is the number of people living in urban areas as defined by each country's national statistical office. Per capita income is an indicator that measures the value of country's total economic output divided by its population at mid-year. Carbon emission, the total amount of greenhouse gas emission produced by a country divided by its population expressed in tons of carbon dioxide equivalent per person per year. Analysis technique: ex post facto approach, panel data regression analysis, and IFUS 12. This is a panel data regression equation model. Estimation of panel data regression model are fixed effect model, common effect model, and random effect model. Panel data regression analysis. Regression model selection is Chow test, Hausman test, Lagrange multiplier test, classic assumption test, normality test, heteroscedasticity test, multi-collinearity test, test autocorrelation test, and hypothesis test, partial test, simultaneous test, and coefficient of determination. Next, result and discussion. First, descriptive statistical analysis. Descriptive statistical analysis is used to analyze data and provide an explanation of the mean, minimum, maximum, and standard deviation of the data. This is table of statistical analysis, descriptive. Next, panel data regression analysis. The panel data regression equation model in this study has been transformed into logarithmic form log as follows: is this is table of panel data regression analysis. The constant value is negative 1.2641 5 and 4. If the independent variable has a value of 0, then renewable energy consumption will experience a decrease of negative 1.2641 5 and 4. The regression coefficient value of the urbanization level variable is positive at 1,000, 3, and 7 and 47, explaining that for every 1% increase in the urbanization level, renewable energy consumption will increase by 1,003 and 7 and 47%, assuming the coefficient or other variables are considered constant. Next, the regression coefficient value of the per capita income variable is positive, explaining that for every 1% increase in per capita income, renewable energy consumption will increase by 1,003, 146, and 17%, assuming the coefficient or other variables are considered constant. The regression coefficient value of the carbon emission variable is negative. This explains that for every 1% increase in carbon emission, renewable energy consumption will experience a decrease of 1,000 to 6, 80, and 95%, assuming the coefficient or other variables are considered constant. Next, model fit test. First, test Chow to choose between CHEM or FEM models. This is a table of the Chow test. Probability F 0.0000 less than 0.05, so choose model is FEM models. Next, Houseman test. This is a table of the Houseman test. Prob chi squares is 0.0754 less than 0.05. Model choose is RAM. Next, multiplier Lagrange test. This is a table of the multiplier Lagrange. Value probability Bresch-Pagan is 0.0000 less than 0.05 is RAM model. So, the selected model is random effect model or RAM. Next, classical assumption test. First, normalitas test. The Jarko-Bera probability value is 0.348 more than 0.05, meaning that the value is greater than 0.05, so it can be concluded that the data is this study in normally distributed. Next, heteroskedasticitas test. The residual graph blue can be seen to not cross the limits 500 and -500, indicating a constant residual variance. Therefore, it can be concluded that there is no heteroskedasticity and that is passes the heteroskedasticity test. Next, multicollinearitas test. Variable 1, urbanization rate with per capita income. Value multicollinearitas is 0.8153 and 1 less than 0.90, and urbanization rate with emission carbon. Value multicollinearitas is 0.66364 less than 0.90. And then per capita income with carbon emission 0.764979 less than 0.90. This value is less than 0.90, indicating no multicollinearity. Next, test autocorrelasi test. The Durbin-Watson state value is 0.767,500. Thus, meeting the Durbin-Watson criteria between -2 and +2. Therefore, it can be concluded that there is no autocorrelation. Next, hypothesis testing. Test partial test or t-test. Urban race probability value is 0.3789. More than 0.05. So have no significant effect on renewable energy consumption. Variable per capita income have probability value is 0.0006 less than 0.05. So have significant effect on renewable energy consumption. And emission carbon have probability value 0.0000 less than 0.05. So it have significant effect on renewable energy consumption. Next, simultaneous test. The V statistic value is 39,000, 9 and 6 and 34 with a probability value or V statistic of 0.000000 less than 0.05. So it can be concluded that the independent variables, namely the level of urbanization, per capita income, and carbon emission, together influence the dependent variables, namely renewable energy consumption. Next, determination test or test determination. The adjusted R-squared value is 0.1725 and 153. The contribution of urbanization rate, per capita income, and carbon emission to renewable energy consumption is 73%, while the remaining 27% is influenced by other variables not used in this study. Next, discussion. First, the effect of urbanization level on renewable energy consumption. The result of this study reject the first hypothesis, which states the urbanization rate has a positive effect on renewable energy consumption. The significance value for the urbanization rate variable is 0.3000 and 789 more than 0.05. Urbanization rate does not have a significant and positive effect on renewable energy consumption in ASEAN 5 countries from 2015 until 2023. The regression coefficient is positive at 1,003 and 747. This value indicates that every 1% increase in urbanization will increase renewable energy consumption by 1,747%, assuming the coefficient and other variables are held constant. The reason for the insignificant effect is the urbanization rate is ASEAN 5 countries are uneven, while large cities may begin using renewable energy. Smaller cities remain heavily reliant on fossil fuels. This research aligns with previous research by FO, which found that urbanization rates have a positive but insignificant relationship with renewable energy consumption. Next, the effect of per capita income on renewable energy consumption. The result of this study support the second hypothesis, namely that per capita income has a positive influence on renewable energy consumption. The significance value can be seen in table 4.7, which shows that the significant value for the per capita income variable is 0.0006, less than 0.05. This value indicated that per capita income has a positive and significant influence on renewable energy consumption in ASEAN 5 countries in 2015 until 2023. The regression coefficient value is 1,314 and 617, indicating that very 1% increase in per capita income increase renewable energy consumption by 1,314 and 617%. This research is supported by Kuznets theory, namely the research Kuznets curve (RKC). Furthermore, an empirical study conducted by Yao explained the renewable energy and environmental Kuznets theory to illustrate the U-shaped relationship between renewable energy and per capita income. This research aligns with previous research conducted by Da Silva, Baye, Pollard, Policine, Lawal, which states that per capita income has a positive and significant effect on renewable energy consumption. Next, the impact of carbon emission on renewable energy consumption. The result of this study reject the third hypothesis, namely that carbon emission have a negative impact on renewable energy consumption. The significant value can be seen in table 4.7, which shows that the significant value for the per capita income variable is 0.0000, less than 0.05, which is smaller than 0.05, so it can be cited that carbon emission have a significant impact on renewable energy consumption in ASEAN 5 countries in 2005 and 15 until 2023. The regression coefficient value is negative 1,226 and 1,895, indicating that every 1% increase in carbon emission will reduce renewable energy consumption by 1,226 and 895%. This research aligns with research conducted by Oloch, Kang L. Lawal, which state that carbon dioxide emission have a negative impact on renewable energy consumption. Next, conclusion. Based on the result of the model fit test, the best regression model in this study was the random effect model, or RAM. Overall, it passed the classical assumption test, including the normality test, heteroscedasticity test, multicollinearity test, and autocorrelation test. From the random effect model panel data regression model, the following conclusion can be drawn. First, urbanization level has not significant effect and is positively related to renewable energy consumption in ASEAN 5 countries from 2015 until 2023. Per capita income has a significant effect and is positively related to renewable energy consumption in ASEAN 5 countries from 2015 to 2023. Carbon emission have a significant effect and are negatively related to renewable energy consumption in ASEAN 5 countries from 2015 to 2023. Next, recommendation for further research. First, future research is expected to utilize a broader research location such as all Asian countries for more concrete discussion. Next, further research is expected to incorporate other independent variables that might influence renewable energy consumption. Further research is expected to utilize a longer time period. That's all my presentation. If there are any shortcoming or wrong words, I apologize. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.